Hello, good evening everyone. Now we'll start the third part of this lecture on Prameha. In first part we covered Nidana and Samprapti. In second part we have covered Purvarupa, Rupa and classification of this disease. And now in this part we are going to cover 20 types of Prameha along with their probable correlation, complications of each type of Prameha, and at the end, we are going to discuss prognosis of this disease. So let's start with 20 types of Prameha. So, in 20 types of Prameha, 10 types of Kaphaj Prameha, 6 types of Pittash Prameha, and 4 types of Vataj Prameha have been described. So let's start with 10 types of Kaphaja Prameha. Udakameha, Ikshumeha, Sandrameha, Surameha, Pishtameha, Shukrameha, Sikatameha, Shitameha, Shanirmeha, and Lalameha. In Udakameha, person passes the urine like water. Ikshumeha means person passes urine like sugarcane juice. Sandra means person passes urine which is concentrated. Surameha means person passes urine which is layered like, which is frothy like alcohol. Pishtameha, the person passes urine like dirty white color. Shukrameha, the person passes urine with cement. Sikatameha, the person passes urine with some sikata like sand-like structures. So maybe crystals. Shitameha, the person passes cold urine. Shanaihi means slowly. The person passes urine means urinary flow will be reduced. And Lala Meha, this is saliva like thready urine. So this is literal meaning of this 10 types of Prameha. Now let's see each of them. First is Udaka Meha. Acham bahusitam sheetam nirgandham udakopamam mehati udakamehin. In udakameha, person passes large quantities of urine, which is water-like, which is transparent, white, cold, and without any smell. This condition can be correlated with osmotic diuresis, which is seen in pre-diabetic stage. Hyperglycemia causes decreased reabsorption of water. Hence, there will be excessive loss of water through urine, and which will be evident as a low specific gravity of the urine. This is in case of Udakameha. The second is Ikshumeha. Kinchit Avila Pichilam. Iksho Rasavivatyartham Madhuram Cha Ikshumehatah. In Ikshumeha, patient passes urine resembling with sugarcane juice, which is excessively sweet, slightly turbid and red. So this condition can be correlated with elementary glycosuria. If you can remember, we have already covered elementary glycosuria while studying the diagnostic parameters of diabetes mellitus. So elementary glycosuria is a condition in which there is rapid and transitory rise in blood glucose level after a meal. But this blood glucose level comes to normal within 2 hours after taking meal or oral glucose load. So this is again a pre-diabetic stage when liver is unable to metabolize excessive glucose due to hepatic insulin resistance. So the person will start excreting glucose in the urine when the sugar level in the blood crosses the normal renal threshold level. So this is with Ikshumeha. Next is Sandrameha. Sandri bhavet paryushitam sandra mehena mehati. In sandra meha, the viscosity of the urine of the individual is increased when kept overnight. When the urine is kept for overnight, then the viscosity of the urine will be increased. This can be correlated. This can be the case of proteinuria, especially microalbuminuria, due to reduced renal function as a complication of as an early complication of diabetes mellitus. Next is Surameha. Suramehi Suratulyam Upari Acham Adhoghanam. In this, the urine becomes two layered. The upper part of the urine will be clear, upari acham and adhoghanam, and the lower part of the urine will become viscous when kept overnight. So the urine becomes three layered actually, a top layer of the chylomicrons, a middle layer of which is rich in protein, and the bottom layer which contains fibrine floats and cellular debris. This is intermediary stage between pre-diabetic and diabetes mellitus, which starts with the involvement of kidney. Next is Pishtameha. Samvrishta Pishtena Pishtavat Bahalam Sitam. In Pishtameha, the patient passes urine having opaque white color, like that of bastard flour. So, in this, patient passes dirty white colored urine. This is a progressive stage of type 2 diabetes mellitus with derangement in functioning of nephrons. This is especially a case of proteinuria. Next is Shukrameha, Shukrabham, Shukramishramva, Shukramehi Pramehati. In Shukrameha, patient passes semen-like urine or urine mixed with semen. This condition can be correlated with autonomic diabetic neuropathy, leading to retrograde ejaculation of sperm. Sikata Meha, Murtanun Sikata Mehi, Sikata Rupino Malan. In this, the urine contains sand-like substances. The vitiated doshas pass with the urine in the form of small gravels. This condition can be the crystalline urea, in which there will be the presence of urates and calcium oxalates or calcium carbonate like crystals in the urine, which is again due to nephropathy. Shitameha, Shitamehi Subahusho Madhura Vrisha Shitalam. Shitameha, the patient passes frequent urination which is excessively sweet and cold. Here the main feature is it is cold in touch. This is a stage of renal failure due to diabetic nephropathy. There will be presence of excessive ammonical substances in the urine. So nitrite will be positive in such type of cases. Nitrite in the urine will be present. Shanai Vehi. Shanai Vehi. Mandam Pramehati. So in Shanai Veha, there will be reduced urinary flow with increased frequency. The patient passes small quantity of urine with difficulty and very slowly. This is a stage of diabetes involving advanced nephropathy. Lala Meha. Lala Tantu Yutam Meham Mutram Lala Mehena Pichilam. In this, the patient passes urine which is saliva-like and slimy as it is full of fats. This is a progressive stage of type 2 diabetes mellitus with presence of albumin in the urine. Now let's see 6 types of Pittaja Prameha: Sharameha, Neelameha, Kalameha, Haridrameha, Manjishtameha, and Raktameha. Kshara means alkaline, Neela means indigo color, Kala means black color, Haridra means turmeric like color, Manjishta means folia, folia like color, and Rakta Meha is red color urine. These are the literal meaning of these terms. Now let's see Kshara Meha. Gandha Varna Rasasparshaihi Ksharena Ksharatoyavat. In Kshara Meha, the patient passes urine having the smell, color, taste, and touch similar to that of alkalis. Here the pH of urine becomes alkaline, and this increased urinary pH due to UTI in cases of diabetes. Alkaline fermentation causes an ammoniacal smell, and patients with diabetic ketoacidosis produce urine that may have a sweet or fruity odor. So this is its probable correlation. Next is Neelameha. Neelamehena Neelabham. In the Neel male, the patient passes urine having color like that of feather of blue gel. Blue color urine is indicative of bacterial UTI. Kalamehi Masinibham. In this, the patient passes black colored urine. This is actually a highly concentrated urine due to dehydration in advanced nephropathy. It's actually a nephritic syndrome. Haridra Mehi. Haridra Mehi Katukam Haridra Sannibham Dahat. The patient passes urine having pungent taste and color like that of juice of haridra, that is Curcuma longa. Dark yellow color urine may be due to dehydration, highly concentrated urine in UTI, or it may be due to jaundice. Manjishta Meha. Visram Manjishta Mehena Manjishta Saridopamam. In Manjishta Meha, the patient passes frequent urine having the smell like that of raw flesh and color like that of the juice of Manjishta, that is Rubia folifolia. If you have seen the decoction of Manjishta, then you can relate this color with Manjishta Mehi urine. This is actually a gross hematuria due to UTI. In Rakta Meha, Visram Ushnam Salavanam Raktava Raktamehata. The patient passes urine having red color, saline taste, and smell like that of raw fish. This is microscopic hematuria. In this, you will be able to find out RBC cast in the urine during microscopic examination of the urine. So this is microscopic hematuria, again in advanced nephropathy due to diabetes. Now, 4 types of Vatashprameha, Vasameha, Majjameha, Kshaudраmeha, and Hasimeha. Let's see one by one. Vasameha, Vasamehi, Vasamishram, Vasabham, Mutrayet, Muhuhu. The patient passes frequent urination mixed with vasa or having appearance that of muscle fat. This is a case of lipiduria and nephrotic syndrome associated with type 1 diabetes mellitus. If you will study the nephropathy, then you'll come to know that in nephropathy, in later stage, even lipids come out from the body, lipiduria, fatty cast you'll be able to see in the microscopic examination of the urine. Majjavam, Majjamishramva, Majjamehi, Muhurmuhu. In Majjameha, the patient frequently passes urine that is mixed with Majja, that is bone marrow. Shaudramehi. Kashayam, Madhuram Ruksham, Shaudrameham, Vaded Budaha. This is also termed as Ojomeha or Madhumeha. In Madhumeha, the patient passes urine that is sweet and astringent in taste and unctuous in nature. This can be correlated with type 1 diabetes mellitus. Madhumeha is always correlated with type 1 diabetes mellitus. Now, Lasika Meha. Hasti Matta Ivajasram Mutram Vega Vivarjitam Salasikam Vibaddam Cha Hasti Mehi Pramehati. In Hasti Meha, the patient passes large quantities of urine, which is very frequently and uncontrollably. This is like an elephant gone amok. As well. As this is a case of this can be correlated with the case of proteinuria or diabetic ketoacidosis. So, this 20 types of prameha, this can be diagnosed through urine routine and microscopic examination. So, if we see the physical parameters, the types of prameha which can be diagnosed through the physical examination of the urine is uh, Raktameha, Haridrameha, Manjishtameha, and Kalameha can be diagnosed seeing the color of urine. Shuklameha. In Shuklameha, the appearance of the urine becomes cloudy, whereas in Sandrameha and Sandra Prasadameha, the urine becomes layered. In case of Lala Meha, it becomes foamy. In case of Sura Meha, it becomes frothy. And if we see the temperature of the urine, then in Shita Meha, where there is nitrite is present in the urine. This is again a physical parameter through which we can diagnose this type of prameha. If we see the chemical parameters, then on the basis of pH, the Ksharameh can be diagnosed. In Ksharameh, the pH of urine becomes elevated because urine becomes alkaline here. In Udakameha, specific gravity of the urine is decreased. These are some types of prameha which can be diagnosed on the basis of microscopic examination of the urine. Manjishta Meha, you'll be able to see the hematuria, means RBC in the urine. In Rakta Meha, you'll be able to see RBC cast in the urine. In Sikata Meha, you'll be able to see crystals in the microscopic examination of the urine. In Shukla Meha, you'll be able to see leukocytes, pus cells in the urine. In Shita Meha, you'll be able to see the nitrite. This can come under the chemical examination. Proteinuria can be seen in cases of Lala Meha and Lasika Meha. This proteinuria again comes in chemical examination. So I think this nitrite and protein both should be shifted to the chemical parameters. Glycosuria. This is again a chemical parameter. In case of Ikshumeha and Madhumeha, you will be able to see the glycosuria, which can be assessed through using dipstick. Bilirubin is present in the urine in case of erythromelia. So let me clear here that this nitrite, protein, glucose and bilirubin, these are the parameters which are actually detected through chemical examination of the urine. So we actually use dipstick with multiple parameters, 10 parameters dipstick. Now let's see the upadrava of prameha. This complications of prameha. Avipako aruchischardihi nidra kasasapi nasaha upadrava prajayante mehanam kafajanmana. So these are the complications of kafaj prameha. Avipaka, that is indigestion. Aruchi means anorexia. Chardi means vomiting. Nidra means sleepiness. Kasa, that is stuff. And pinasa is common cold. So these are the complications of kafaja prameha. Now, basti mehanayoh stodaha मुष्कावदरणं ज्वरः दाहस्तृष्णा अम्लिका मूर्छा विभेदः पित्तजन्मना. So this refers to the complications of Pittach Prameha. Basti Mehanayo Stodah means sticking pain in bladder and penis. Mushkavadaranam, rashes on the scrotum. Jvara, fever. Daha means burning. Krishna, that is thirst. Amlika is hyperacidity. Murcha, unconsciousness. And Vidbheda, that is diarrhea. These are the complications of Pittach Prameha. वातजानाम् उदावर्तः कम्पहृद्ग्रहलोलताः शूलम् उन्निद्रताशोषः कासश्वासश्च जायते. So udavarta may be related to constipation. Kampa, this is tremors. Hridgraha, cardiac diseases. Lolata, greediness for eating. Shula, body ache. Unnidrata, sleeplessness. Sosha, tuberculosis. Shwasa, asthma, and Kasa, cough. These are the complications of Vata-Prameha. Now let's see the Sadhya Sadhyata of this disease, that is prognosis. Sadhya Kaphotthadasha Pittaja Shadyapya Na Sadhyah Pavanat Chatushkah Samakriyatvat Vishamakriyatvat Mahatiyatvat Yatha Pramanti. Here, Kaphash Prameha, 10 types of Kaphash Pramehas are said to be Sadhya due to Samakriyatva, because there is similarity in the treatment, the therapy of doshas and dushyas which are being involved in pathogenesis of Kaphash Prameha. In Kaphash Prameha, the dosh involved is Kapha and dushyas are Meda. Main dushya is Meda. So treatment for Kapha and Meda is similar. So these therapies are compatible to each other. So this is the reason the 10 types of Kaphash Prameha are said to be Sadhya, that is curable. But Pittaja Shadyapya, 6 types of Pittash Pramehas are told to be Yapya, valuable. Because Vishama Kriyatva. Here in case of Pittash Prameha, the main dosh is Pitta and Dhatu Dusha is Meda. If you try to manage Pitta, then it will aggravate Meda. And if you try to manage Meda, then it will aggravate Pitta. Because for managing Pitta, you need to use Madhur Rasa Dravyas. So this Madhur Rasa Dravyas will increase or vitiate Medo Dhatu. And Medo Dhatu can be managed by Katuris Pradhan Dravyas. So this will aggravate Pitta Dosha. So their therapies or their treatment are incompatible to each other. They are contrary to each other, opposite to each other. This is the reason the 6 types of Pittach Pramehas are told to be Yapya. And Nasadhyah Pavanat Chatushkah. 4 types of Vatash Pramehas are Asadhya. They are not curable, they are incurable. Why? Due to Mahatyatva, because they involve deeper dhatus, deeper tissues like Majja, Vasa, Oja, Lasika, etc. So these deeper level dhatus are vitiated here and they are drawn to urinary system and excreted to the urine. And it really leads to severe complications, severe acute complications. Is the reason these Vatash Pramehas are told to be Asadhya or incurable. Jataf Pramehi Madhumehi Nova Nasadhya Uttas Sahibija Dosha Ye Chapi Kechit Kulaja Vikara Bhavanti Tanstan Pravadanti Asadhya. Patients who suffer from Prameha since birth and those who are born of Pramehi parents are told to be incurable because of the Bija Vikruti, because of the morbidity in their Bija due to genetic abnormality. And similarly, other hereditary ailments are also considered to be incurable. Now, this is the last point. Sarva eva pramehastu कालेन अप्रतिकारिणः मधुमेहत्वमायान्ति तदा असाध्या भवन्ति. All types of prameha, if they are not managed timely, they are not treated timely, then they progresses towards the madhumeha and becomes incurable. Madhumeha is incurable. So all pittash prameha and tapash prameha, if they are not treated timely, then they are converted to madhumeha, which is type of vatash prameha, and it becomes incurable. So this is all with uh, disease prameha. In first part we covered nidana and samprapti. Second part we discussed purva rupa, rupa and classification of this disease. And in this last part we covered 20 types of prameha along with the probable correlation. These are not the exact correlation. So you may study it further and may do some more thinking on this. And after that, we also covered complications